Alright everyone, we're back again. I've been bringing you quite a lot of videos recently. Not sure whether that's been good or bad, whether I've been flooding the channel a bit too much or whatnot, but I'm here with another one. This one is me versus Testament, and the team I'm using, I built together with a player called M3, and this is my first tryout of it, so I was just testing it out and see how it works. So here we go. So yeah, I lead with Swampert, he leads with Celebi. Obviously I've got to get out of the way here, so I go to Salamence, who's pretty surefire Celebi get out of the way. He Calm Minds in the first turn, and I'm not afraid, I just go for the Hidden Power to force him out, and it surprises me, it doesn't even do 50%, and then he cocks me with Psychic, which does a lot more than 50%, so I have to get out of the way. I go to Moltres, who I'm pretty sure can suck up the Psychic, and it does, takes 50%, which is quite a lot, but I feel pretty safe here, and I just go straight for a Fire Blast, and it goes one hit KO. So where Hidden Power Flying fails, Moltres Fire Blast just annihilates anything else. Zapdos comes in, and I get out of the way, goes Blissey, who's pretty safe versus Zapdos. Gets a power on Blissey. So here I stay in, and I try and go for a Toxic, but Paralysis kicks in, and he shows me a Suicune. So Toxic would have been pretty nice there. He sends out Dugtrio, and luckily I switch out, but I go to Heracross, which isn't very lucky at all. And he just gets me straight in with Aerial Ace. So obviously he didn't predict that switch in, but I didn't predict him switching in either. So I go to Moltres, and that forces him out, and he goes to Suicune, and I just go for a Will-O-Wisp here, which any status is pretty detrimental in Suicune. So yeah, now I have to get out of the way, going Stab Surf, intimidate Suicune, and that switches out too, and he goes to Jirachi. So obviously he's going to have to get out of the way here, fear of an Earthquake, and I'm going to get out of the way too, because I know Zapdos is coming in, so I go to Claydol. He hits Claydol with Hidden Power, don't know whether it's Grass or Ice, but I just go for Ice Beam, which puts us pretty even, but I'm not willing to stay in because he's the faster one, so I go to Blissey yet again. He Hidden Powers, still doesn't tell me what type it is. I'm still wary of that Dugtrio though, because this Blissey can't really deal with it. He goes to Suicune, and I get out of the way and I go to Salamence. That's me being wary of the Dugtrio. Here I obviously, it's a bit of an iffy situation if he has Ice Beam, so I go to Swampert. Get hit by Ice Beam, and it freezes. So yeah, that's not fantastic. Swampert's one of my ways to counter Mence and T-Tar and Jirachi, which he's showing now, so I have to go back to Blissey. I do have Claydol as well. Claydol can deal with Jirachi. He subs up, which isn't too much of a problem because chances are Jirachi can't do much unless it's got Ice Punch. He Calm Minds from behind the sub and I just Earthquake. Not first. He can't really stay in here unless he has Ice Beam, as I previously mentioned, but he stays in, goes for Psychic, and I predict him switching out and I go for Ice Beam. So obviously that would have been the better for him, except I get the freeze this time. So yeah, he has to switch out, and I know he's going to switch out, so I go for another Ice Beam. As you see here, and it catches the Zapdos, and he's at 34%. Now on 40 after leftovers. So this is a situation which favours me slightly. And I go to Salamence. Bit gutsy here, I thought he was going to switch out, but he didn't, and he went for Hidden Power Grass. So we know what it is now, it's not Hidden Power Ice, it's Hidden Power Grass. And I Dragon Dance, anticipating him switching out to Suicune, but he doesn't bother, he just goes for a Thunderbolt. Which is fine by me, this Salamence has Rock Slide. I get to kill something either way. So Zapdos goes down, in comes in the burnt Suicune. Obviously I don't want to stay in for fear of Ice Beam. I'm not going to be ballsy and stay in because he really wants that Salamence gone, obviously. Just go straight to Moltres. Gets hit by Ice Beam, takes it pretty nicely. And here he goes out, and he goes to Dugtrio. He didn't anticipate me going for Hidden Power Grass though. Either that, or he did anticipate me going for Hidden Power, but he probably thought it was Electric. But either way, in comes Raikou, it's a prediction game. Does he go for Sub or Calm Mind? And I get it right, he goes for Calm Mind, and I burn him. So now the Raikou's not going to be able to sweep as well as it could have done, and I could probably stall out with Blissey, but I'm not willing to do that. I'm just going to keep hitting with Fire Blast until he takes the Moltres down, because Moltres has done his job in this battle. Goes for Thunderbolt. His Raikou's going down by more HP this turn, and I know that Blissey can now stall it out. He can use Thunderbolt, and it's going to do a nice 36%, despite only having 2 Calm Minds. But I just Seismic Toss, and it's still alive by the skin of its teeth. So he Thunderbolts me, and I just Soft Boil this turn, and Burn will finish him off. So, yep, he's just down to the Jirachi, which is frozen, and the Suicune now. Claydol comes in on the Jirachi. I know I can wall it. He subs, and obviously I'm gonna Earthquake here. I have no reason not to. He Calm Minds up. I don't know why. I'd be going to Suicune at this point. And here's a Psychic again, and here's an Earthquake, and it's just going to knock the Jirachi down to 37% after leftovers. He Psychics again, gets the special defense drop, but Earthquake's going to finish him off, and it's just down to Suicune. But he doesn't even bother, he just leaves right there. I'm not quite sure why. I think with Burn on him, I'm pretty sure he might be able to pull a comeback there. But unless I switched in Blissey and then followed it up with Dragon Dance Elements on the switching or something like that, I might be able to have finished him. But either that or he didn't have rest, which would be very uncommon. He might have just been a Calm Mind. Surf, Ice Beam will him power Electric Suicune, but we'll never know. But yeah, that's the battle, and if you liked it, obviously subscribe and like the video. You don't have to subscribe, you can just like the video. And please leave a comment, because feedback would be really nice. I'd like to know what I could improve, or if there was anything that I missed out during commentating. So, yep. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you next time.